What is going on, everyone? My name is Crin42, and today we're... That squeaking noise probably didn't help at all, did it? Alright, so my name is Crin42, and today we are playing Doki Literature Club. Some of you may wonder, why am I playing the game right now? Well, we gotta do a content warning first. So, this game, for anybody that doesn't know, is not some fun anime game where you screw around and you get a waifu and you retire in a happy, lovely place or anything like that. This game, it deals with some very sensitive topics, a lot of mature content, you know, however you want to call it, content warning, trigger warning, whatever we're doing this week. This game is not for young kids. First of all, my stream is an 18 plus stream, so if you're under the age of 18, get the fuck out. But anybody else that doesn't like watching this kind of content, feel free to dip out. I'll understand. This is just on my list of games to play because it's supposed to be a really fun game. And let's see if I can get this microphone closer to me. Screwed around with the positioning. I have it up higher and pointed more directly at my face. The captioning certainly seems to be working better now. So it's like definitely picking up more of my voice. So we'll see how that goes over time. It's not peaking as much, except for that squeaking from earlier. So anyway, what was I going on about? Oh yes, if anybody feels the need to access any mental health resources, if you're on Twitch, Trovo, or YouTube, there's a command you can use called shelp. I'll run it in the chat right now. That fucking text-to-speech ran through that. I thought I had it set to ignore that. Anyway, so there's links in there. I also have links on my Twitter post for this video game. So this game's obviously not for little kids. So I don't know what... Oh, the other thing to say is I do have content warnings enabled within the game. The developer enabled that for the Plus version. So we do have that running. So you will see a little pop-up notice whenever, say there's a very, very, very fucked up thing happening. You'll get to see that. The warning, that is, before the actual content. As far as whether or not I will actually, like, mute the game or close out of it just so I don't get a community guideline strike, I'm going to be rebellious, and I'm not going to do that. This game was released in its current format. I'm not using any mods or anything like that. And I'm 99.9999999% sure that YouTube has the same general policy that Twitch does, where you can play the game as long as it's specifically not on a list of unapproved games, and Doki Literature Club is not on a banned list, at least that I've seen. The official Twitch one doesn't have it, at least. And I couldn't find anything for YouTube, so we're gonna assume this game's okay to play. And again, there's the official policy seems to be, as long as you're not running any mods to make it more extreme than what it was designed to be, you can play the game. As long as, you know, do what I'm doing right now, where you have some sort of content warning, that sort of thing. So anyway, we're going to play the game now. I didn't have it running initially because there's a really cool boot up sequence I'm really hoping OBS captures as the game starts up. It's kind of entertaining. Looks like it's not going to pick up. Alright, is that working? There we go. Alright, it's not doing any audio from the game though. Interesting. There, that should come through better. Alright, so we got that running. Let's see here. I gotta test the audio though. There we go. Let's see if it beeped. Okay, OBS says it did. Alright, so I've actually played the game a little bit to enable the content warning, and I guess I'll illustrate that in case Susan Wojcicki needs that for any reason. That's not in this menu. Crap. It's probably inside the game itself. But anyway, when we get in there, I'll show it. So we officially know I got the content warning, guys. Okay. But it boots up to that little fake computer desktop. It didn't do that the first time you booted it. First time it just went through this cycle where it takes you to the loading screen. This is our content warning, kids. And look, we got content warnings enabled. Okay, YouTube, Susan, you gonna be okay with that? We're gonna turn down that music just because it's kind of loud. The music, by the way, is entirely produced by the developers in this, and they allegedly have fixed the issues with Audible Magic and the YouTube Content ID system. So I should not get a claim for it. If I do, I guess I'll just dispute it, as we all must do. It's really catchy. We'll just stay here whenever we need to recover from some of the psychological trauma we'll endure playing this game. But we gotta give ourselves a name. Go with the old standby. Alright. Hey! I forgot, I gotta voice act this. I am really bad at doing lady voices, because well, I'm a dude with a relatively deep voice. It's not like as... Anyway. So I'm going to try my best to voice act this, but it's going to be awful. I'm just telling you right now. And it's not going to be consistent either, because I can do basically one of maybe 2 or 3 different female voices, and they're really bad versions of them too. So we'll try. Alright, it's not letting me go. Oh, I gotta click in the middle. Alright, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. And that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Same. It's called depression. So we're just gonna call it like it is right now. Alright, but if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Like, these are all... I think there was a special warning that they're all 18, which, first of all, that's fucking weird. You have to put that in there. Just say it's set in college or something. But anyway, so this allegedly 18-year-old woman, first of all, any degenerate comments, you're getting banned. We're not doing that today. But yeah, she's like 18 and she doesn't know how to speak. This is just kind of sad. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yeah, because I was. That's mean, Crind. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Goddamn based. Based motherfucker right there. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. As an American, I don't understand this. We always drove the bus. You could literally be like 50 feet away from the school, and they would make you ride the bus. They called it a security precaution. By the way, Crind, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, because I'm fucking busy, okay? Busy ignoring you. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's Oh, it's still my voice. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. God damn. This man. We've reached levels of baseness already that I did not expect to reach. Alright, Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I mean, that's a weird line there. I think the developer's an American, so I don't know. Anyway, but this man, absolutely fucking based. Loves anime, loves games. This guy's a Giga Chad. Uh-huh. I was talking about how you were worried you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay, so they're officially not in college. This is getting kind of fucked up already. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. It's a little fucked up too, lady. I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh, joke's on you, Sayori. I became a NEET in the real world because of the Rona. Because I'm cool. I haven't left the house in basically 2 years. It's awful. Needs to stop. Now we got like around 7 million of the Rona. And we got monkeypox too. Goddamn monkeypox flares up. It's never gonna end, is it, kids? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. You don't have to worry, lady. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Absolutely not. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? 'Cause you're in a video game, sir. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. 'Cause you're down bad, son. You're down bad. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Yeah, that's probably not healthy, son. You should, be at least a little bit motivated in life. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hot damn. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Dude, you were literally just looking at a poster for like 30 seconds. How the hell were you spacing out like that? I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Damn, I really was spacing out. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. I just realized the cringe lines would be perfect with a southern accent. So we're going to try to do a southern accent for any lines that are supposed to be from me. Internal dialogue will still be my natural voice, just because it'll be a pain in the ass to do a southern accent all day. But you don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. That's rather convenient, because this game is called Doki Doki Literature Club. I wonder what's going to happen. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Yeah, she can't read. Haha, nerd. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. I mean, that actually helps out more on college applications than it does participating in an existing club. College is a fucked up process, at least in America. But I don't know how it works in Japan. I assume probably worse because students have like burnout from studying 1,000,000 hours a week. So probably worse over there. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hot damn cupcakes. We gotta go into this, at least for the food. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have it all planned out. Yeah, she's the crazy one, I think. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, I sold my soul for just a single cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. It's literally empty. Oh, they pop into existence. Why not? Where the fuck were you? You just kind of conjured up out of nowhere. I need a different voice for her. We did high-pitched, squeaky girl. What do we want to do for this one? We'll do sultry voice. So I think this one's Monica. She's the more the outright manipulative one. So, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. There's another one. How many are there? How many voices do I have to do? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. That's literally the same voice I was using for Sayori. It's gonna be rough. I don't have a very large vocal range. I'm a bit of a noob at the whole voice acting thing. We'll figure it out. Ah, Krind, what a surprise. I literally, like... We'll just, honestly, we probably will end up just using the same voice for all... What are we up to? 4 of them right now. Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. God damn it, the main character's down bad so far. It's gonna turn into a degenerate stream, and I'm gonna end up just canceling it. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Oh, sorry. Natsuki. Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Well, because she's new. I mean, come on, dude. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She probably is. So that really kind of contradicts that, that warning or whatever about them all being 18. That's literally impossible. I feel like the creator of this game might have some interpersonal issues to have worked on. He's like, yeah, I gotta justify making this game. They're all 18 now. Okay, cool. Like, goddamn. Yeah, we'll see how much of this we actually end up playing, because, like, I'm not completely opposed to degenerate content, but, like, if it's gonna lean into this kind of, like, weird-ass territory, then we're not gonna do it on Twitch. There's different platforms we'll use to stream that sort of content. So we'll try, but we're not doing anything too weird, okay? She's also the one that made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Well, that's not nice. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't... Wait, she had the deeper voice, right? Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, hey, Monica. Oh, poor Monica. Hey, hey, Monica. Hey. That song is so old. I think it actually came out around the same time as this game. I wonder if it's actually related. That's right! I literally don't have the vocal range to do this. This is not going to be a good stream. It's going to be like the same 2, maybe 3 voices. If I can figure out how to do the more sultry voice in a way that makes sense. But yeah, there's like 5 of them. God damn. It's great to see you again, Krind. Apparently we know each other. Monica smiles sweetly. God damn. What the fuck is wrong with this game? We do know each other. Well, we rarely taught, but we were in the same class last year. So then you don't know each other, you just are familiar with them. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Oh, you too, Monica. Come, sit down now, Krind. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I'll make some tea? That's just literally the southern voice. Alright. How about I make some tea as well? That voice is not gonna work. Alright. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Our first decision is coming up. How exciting. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Okay. Still feeling awkward. I take a seat next to Sayori. Damn, we don't get to decide. You've taken my decisions. My wife is away. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Aye, aye, Captain! Are you ready? Aye, aye, Captain! Oh, ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Hello, kitty cat. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Well, that's kind of neat. It's well beyond what I'd expect a school kid to be able to do. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with... Oh, it's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Yeah, we must engage the full calculus to determine how to eat a cupcake. Also, don't they have napkins? Come on. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. What? Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. Again, this game's weird. Weird. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. No, she probably bought it. Oh, this is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Ah, so she didn't make them. She did buy them. You've been exposed. Alright, haven't I heard this somewhere? I made them for you or anything? Wait, are we supposed to be in a time loop or something? Are you kidding me? This is going to be one of those games where we're in a time loop. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright. I give up on that Suki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. I gotta turn this music down. It's on my attenuator. It's way too loud. How's it actually looking on OBS? Oh, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, we'll have to do a VOD review like we always do. I can never get the audio right. I'm gonna have to, like, honestly probably just pay somebody at this point to figure it out. Anyway, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set, because of course a high school would have a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Is this literally just going to be we sit in a room and read books together? It's not going to be like a discussion thing? Oh, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I'll believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy the tea. Do you know why? It's because I can't read. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I just got my own joke, like the redneck voice. I honestly didn't intend it like that, but it's so funny, that coincidence. Alright, Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Well, I got cyberbullied by this neighbor girl that, like, is obsessed with me for some weird reason. Because this game starts out weird and it probably just gets worse. Well, I know it gets worse. God. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Everyone's just getting a southern accent all of a sudden. I need to stop. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Again, because it's like 1,000,000 points more on a college application. You could probably be the board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? She will literally debate you on that, sir. You watch what you're saying. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Yeah, we're all living the dream, okay? Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I mean, so far this literally seems like not even a book club where we discuss a book. We're just apparently sitting around reading books. How do you make that fun? I mean, I guess if you're a hyper nerd, it'd be fun, but do you really need a club at that point? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm gonna pretend I know what the festival is. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. They all have the weird southern accent, goddamn. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find just these worked really hard just to find these 3. 4 of them. But whatever. Well, oh yeah, she's not counting herself. Duh. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I mean, if you have your club's only 4 people, you kind of need more members. But I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, let's try to do the sultry voice again. So, Corinne, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. So yeah, my character literally can't read. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Oh god, we're gonna start reading like degenerate manga, aren't we? Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about Yuri's sad smile. Okay. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, I don't. Let's try to be consistent with the voice. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her... I got a cough. Jeez. I'm dying over here. That wasn't a joke, I literally had to cough. Alright. So she seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Same. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? There's some foreshadowing there. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Again, that's a lot of foreshadowing. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something that I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you... I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for brief moments. I'm going to try to talk... Okay, so it is coming through okay on there. I was worried that that kind of voice wasn't picking up properly in OBS. I only have the one monitor, so I have to Alt-Tab. Alright. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Why are you looking at me? Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Okay, she has probably more aspects to her personality. Jeez. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. God, we're gonna turn it. This is gonna be like some degenerate shit, isn't it? I am not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes, I guess. Why do you care? Well, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. The ugly. You wouldn't like them. They're probably poems about murder and death and shit. Not a very confident writer yet, I take it. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence in a moment, processing this terrible event as we all cringe horribly inside our heads. We drink our tea slowly before wondering why the fuck a teacher association would approve a China tea set at a school. And then we move on to the next slide. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own! Then next time we meet, we'll share them all with each other. We'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Except for, the part where you're bearing the inner portions of your soul to relative strangers. Nothing wrong there. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Oh, sweet. Is this going to be like Persona? We get like, crap, I forget what it was called. Is it literally just affiliation ranks or whatever? It'll be like that. Isn't that right, Krind? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Deep in the southern... Okay, I shouldn't say that, that's rude. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Krind! You all... Oh, you all? Y'all? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? God. Why would you phrase it like that? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful... God damn it, this game's gonna be a degenerate simulator. Spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club, even though I can't read. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yeah, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Why? Why are you like that? Hi. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club! Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone! I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Krind, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, that's what that is. The reason I had to cough before. It's gonna be fucking gross. I got a tooth filled today, and they put too much, whatever it is, that binding agent in my mouth, and it dripped to the back of my throat, and I almost died. Or at least I felt like I was gonna die. So I freaked out and was coughing. I guess I'm still like hacking some of it up. Some of it had to have actually gone down my throat. So, fun facts. Alright, where are we at? We'll just reread the line. Crind, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Heh. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Hey, if Mr. Krabs can make the Krusty Krab and the Krabby Patty with his mediocre, whatever Plankton said, his mediocre meaty claws. No, that was Larry the Lobster that said that. We have to rewatch SpongeBob, okay? I'm losing my skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. That's probably the tea. You have to go to the bathroom, sir. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Crind, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Not particularly. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Because she's a nerd! Sure, might as well. Yay! I gotta say, she's the more fun one to narrate, just because it's like the kind of like dumb crap that I remember a friend of mine did back in like middle school, early 20s, or not middle school, high school, early 20s. Anyway, with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. God damn, son, you're down bad, aren't you? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I guess that's our introduction to them. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Wait, that's the wrong show. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Probably, or they'll all kill you. Spoiler. Oh, I forgot to unlock the door. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm gonna check the door real quick. Alright, and we are back. So I guess this starts with writing a poem tonight. I could have just literally clicked one more. I would have had an easy spot to... Okay, I gotta actually write this, so you really? Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good must happen with whoever likes your poem. Might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What am I doing? Just like dragging the words to them? Okay, so I click them. I don't get this. Wait. Can I go back? No. Oh, are you kidding me? Am I like assigning them to her? I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay. Alright. So she likes socks. But oh, does it just auto assign her? Does she jump on any of these? I don't know. She's not doing anything. What? Why are they jumping around? They're not just jumping up and down, they're going like left and right. Are they supposed to do that? Alright. Well then which one is the one I'm assigning the words to? The one that's on the page to the right? So I just pick random words, so if they jump on them, I just click it. Alright, she likes skipping apparently. No? Maybe she likes socks? Somebody does. Okay, you need to stop jumping at random. Alright, I don't understand. Okay, she likes treasure. We'll do that. She likes sticky, she likes dazzle. Sure. I don't care. She likes memories. Let's make sure. It's not really working. I don't know what we're doing here. Okay, she likes clumsy. We'll just do that. Whoever jumps the most. So we have time and we have marriage. Well, that's not appropriate. Alright, I didn't see which one they jumped on. Okay, she likes kawaii. Okay. I don't really get this. It's like the dumbest minigame I've ever seen. Does she like that if she jumps to the left? Alright, they both jumped on that one, so we'll just do that. Lust. Alright, I think they're just randomly jumping. So she likes shopping? Guess. Sure. Alright, sad. That one's just like anything depressing she jumps at. Yeah, I like sadness and misery and death. She's gonna be the one that murders everyone, I think. Okay, she likes special. We'll go with that. That's a positive one. Alright. So one of them jumped on this. No? No? Okay. It's the dumbest game I've seen. Okay, nobody's jumping. We'll go with that. It's a weird word. Why not? Okay, she seemed to like that. She likes hope. Okay, we'll go with that. I'm trying to be positive here, okay? She jumped on that word. We'll go with that. I'm just getting tired of this game already. I hope. Is this going to be like a recurring thing? Where I have to do like stupid poems and stuff? I don't get this at all. Okay, she jumped on that. She likes the rain because, of course, it's a depressing topic. Okay, lazy. She didn't. Oh, she did jump to that one. Why not? It's like, yeah, I'm lazy. All right. They're all gonna jump on death, I think. Aw, I'm a little disappointed. All right. Any positive? That one jumped on that one. We'll go with that. Okay, if she liked that, we'll just go with that. I don't care. Alright, she like... Why? It's like emo goth girl over there. It's like, yeah, scars and darkness are cool and unstable. Yeah. Alright, we'll go with Ocean, because Ocean's cool. Alright, she jumped. No. It's like the dumbest. I don't like this game at all. So she jumped on defeat. Of course. You're saying you don't jump at defeat. Alright, let's try to do this. Doki Doki. We have to do Doki Doki. Yeah, Doki Doki. I don't know what Doki Doki means. Probably means something bad in Japanese, and now YouTube will ban me. Alright. So she jumped on beauty, I think. Yeah. Alright, we'll go with that. Depression. She's like, yeah, depression! I don't know. We'll go with holiday. Holidays are fun. I get this slightly closer to my face here. Let's try to adjust this. There, I can now sit at a more natural sitting stance. Somewhat, at least. Hopefully. Hi again, Krind. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Yet again. Because I'm a simp. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Krind. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. Yeah, she's got the big sad. She's clearly hyper depressed. We all know how this one's gonna end. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. That sounds like degenerate content. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Yeah, no. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Krind always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Well, I never said I'm having fun, okay? He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Why? Like cooking, cleaning my room. Well, dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. That man. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Krind can become good friends too. Sayori? Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to a weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought something for you today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it was a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Why? Hi, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. We've established I can't read. What do you want me to do with this? Am I gonna smash a spider with the book? I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Yeah. It probably is. and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Degeneracy. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yeah, at all. Yara, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Wink. Wink. I enthusiastically take the book and throw it in the trash. Phew. Oh wait, she has a deeper voice. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Okay. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Why? She's got to get the tea set, that's why. Man! Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Well, that's it. Let's all go home. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? Well, I don't know. You just got a book. Have you considered reading it? Or at least trying to read it? You know, sound out the words if you're not familiar with it, you know? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Genius idea. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Of course you are, because you're lazy. I could probably fall asleep right now. There we go. Taking a nap. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't just give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Nerds. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need to find a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. Because you're a nerd! It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, we could... Cupcakes! Ha! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Yeah, just make her do it. She didn't have any input on this conversation, but sure. You're right! She literally bought them, so, like... Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. Why? In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Sir, you need to calm down. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her own eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. This is weird. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all, 'cause you were sleeping. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? 'Cause I'll sign up right away. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Yup, playing video games. Now you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Why? Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Girl. Oh, no, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? What? No, it must continue. Oh, yeah. You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Sometimes I literally don't sleep at all. I go days without sleeping until the shadow people come out and then they attack. Well, that's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself, taking that statement quite literally. You might need to get tested. You're on the spectrum. How is it written all over me? It just is. You were clearly in a rush. Oh, wait, I'm doing the wrong voice. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Okay, normal people don't do that. Just stop touching the random females. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger because, you know, this is a totally normal conversation that two relative strangers would have. Okay, you say so. Even so, you don't do that. Right. Whatever. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that because I'm not the brightest in the bunch. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Why? Why would she say that? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom, because again, this is a totally normal kind of conversation you would have with somebody from school. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Why do you have to animate that? This is weird. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. It's exactly what I'm saying. Oh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're all like this. It's still weird. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why? Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button here. Oh, God, why? I'm not... No. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. She got fat. So... Now, if you're gonna sigh, you don't put it in quotes. You need to have, like... Just, like... lines or dots to signify it's a sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? We're skipping this line too. I'm not getting a content ID strike or community guideline claim over this. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see her blazer buttoned up like that? Because she never wears it like that, okay? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons the blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. This is weird. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? Sure. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because she likes the ladies, okay? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anybody else would anyway. This is weird. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Why? Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Yeah, get some Jesus. Y'all need some Jesus, okay? Maybe some Allah too. And Moses. And Abraham. And Yahweh. She couldn't think of... And Buddha too. And dang old burning bush and all that. Dang old, I tell you what. This girl ain't right. Exactly. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Why do I have to go to bed earlier? I'm not oversleeping. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Literally all you did was say you both need to go to bed earlier because you both don't know how to manage your sleep schedule. That's not some massive revelation there. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Absolutely not. No, this is a Christian channel. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes, Dangle, I tell you what. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Cran, I can't wait to read yours. Hooray! Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, just like in real life, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Nope, because I can't read. What makes you think I can write? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I really haven't done this before. I literally just put random words on a page, and I hope it makes a poem. Yeah. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I thought this was a group project. So aren't we supposed to gather in a circle and read a... What? Okay. Yeah, this whole game doesn't make sense, okay? I'm really regretting this decision. I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. It's almost literally the same thing, just that one has the little perforations. I can see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. You must comply. I do the same myself. You have 10 seconds to comply. 9, 8, 7. I dropped the gun. Why isn't he picking it up? 7, 6. Ah! Who should I show my poem to first? I don't know. We'll do Sayori. It probably doesn't know. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. I thought she was supposed to be the weird neighbor girl they didn't really talk to. Oh my goodness! Dear Lord, what have you written? Oh God! This is so good, Krind. Yeah, that wasn't actually part of the line. But that's what makes it funny. You gotta interject our own humor into this. I love it! I'm trying to do the Tim Allen thing, but I can't do it. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Well, that's good, because neither did I. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly, he's even saying that. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Exactly. I can't read. What makes you think I can read? Well, maybe that's why. I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's... She needs some Jesus. She needs some Jesus and Allah and Yahweh and Buddha. A whole Roman pantheon. She needs to touch grass, touch grace, and go outside. Exactly. You gotta go to Strickland Propane. Go outside, go get some propane and propane accessories. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Well, this whole section's not constructive, so what do you think? Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just 'cause I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Krind poem! Okay. You're up here, lady, you gotta take it down here. Yeah. I literally just got a dictionary, looked up random words and wrote them in, and then said, this is a poem. Yep. And that's what makes it feel special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest, because this is a totally normal reaction that an actual person would have. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote this one. Yeah, you need some Jesus. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Why? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Crin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Wait, you thought I was selfish? What kind of backhanded compliment is that? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. It's like he's processing. Yeah, that's not a real compliment. That's like an insult almost. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. It's gonna be degeneracy, isn't it? So much degeneracy. Everybody in this game needs Jesus. Everyone. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Everybody gets Jesus. That's the secret final DLC. The secret ending is they all go to Jesus, and everybody lives happily ever after. Then again... What? Well, that was part of the next line, so... Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? No, absolutely not. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Let me guess, the poem's gonna have stuff like, I murdered them all and ripped out their skin. Yeah. We'll say it. Yeah. Everyone's gonna die. We'll see about that. Aw, man, this is a weird poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you asking me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Alright, that's a little weird. Obviously, there's some hidden context that's not quite so hidden. Yeah, let's continue. Sayori! This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. The fact that I can't read or write, and I managed to write a better poem than you, inspires confidence in my abilities. I shall soon co-opt to the literature club and make it my own thing, and then soon will rule the entire school. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. A complete mess. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I like breakfast. Who doesn't like breakfast? Breakfast is the most wonderful part of the day, if only because it's the only thing you can look forward to when you wake up in the morning. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? Well, how do you think she got to be late for school? You know, she would have skipped breakfast, eat a granola bar or something. She would have been fine. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I guess, if I have to, perchance. Who should we do next? Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. I guess I have to do all 4 of them, so we'll just go in order. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Well, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. Excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. 'Cause I'm dead inside. So basically, oh wait, that's the wrong voice. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. You said that already. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Well, that was awful. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. Well, I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. I'm talking about the eagle. The eagle flies. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not that you screwed up. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Yuck. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm a pro poem writer. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Sir, Chris Hansen wants you to care about how old everyone is. So, if you need to make sure you don't have to take a seat after this interaction, okay? Who should I follow up with next? Well, we'll just go down in line to Yuri. Let's rearrange the microphone here. I'm getting tired of sitting like that. Come on. I believe in you, microphone. Stay in place. Oh, wait, she has a deeper voice. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Because, that's what normal people do. They're reading something, they want to give comment on it, but then they just forget to speak, It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Oh, yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure so I don't completely eviscerate you and say you're bad and your poem's bad and you should feel bad. I guess that might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh no. So actually this kind of weird voice I'm doing is actually in character for her. That's a convenient coincidence. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several months and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of a new writer. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Like literally everyone else could. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they try to form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing and even a simple poem. Let's see what other buttons I can use. Is it just literally a mouse click and space? I can do enter. We'll try that. That might be easier. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. Oh, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? It's cursive writing. The millennials and the zoomers, I can't read this. I can't read this. I have to figure this out. Okay. Ghost with the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. Yeah, this is a special kind of torture. Alright, let's redo that. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calmly breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Well, that's okay. As a millennial, I can't read that at all. I had to put it into Google Translate and get into Zoomer speak. Just kept saying lit and fire over and over again. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, because I can't read. They're catching on. They're learning. But the jig is up. Zoidberg must flee. See, Jeffrey, you need to do voice acting. You'll have fun. I couldn't do a Zoidberg voice if I tried. Oh, well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is purty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. I especially like the part about the light. The light was the only thing I could relate to, because it's bright and shiny. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, entire odysseys, chapters of mindless prose, prattling on about nonsensical topics. So this is like nothing for me. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Uh-oh. That does not bode well. She's gonna need Jesus too. Well, I think we've already established pretty well. Literally everybody in this literature club needs Jesus. And some of them need all the other, like the Roman pantheon, to help them. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? We're gonna go see Ghostbusters in the theater. It's gonna be cool. The kids say it's gonna be lit. Well, actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Krind. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Okay. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Well, that's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I literally wouldn't have thought of that, because I'm a very simple man. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Oh, it's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Well, the only one that's left is Monica, so deal with the psychotic lady. Hi, Krind! Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, keep that to yourself. I'm always listening. Hee. Don't be afraid to bring up new things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, because I'm a simple man. The only new thing I can think of for a literature club is that we should be able to read the farm reports, so I know what the price of wheat is this week. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, would you want to share your poem with me? Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, friend. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we all have to learn to get past soon. We need the AT field, okay? Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. See, she's really lazy, and I'm really lazy, but just in a different way. That's why we can never be great friends. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri, just not depressed. But anyway, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness, all the emotions, just two of them. Who knew that somebody so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, who knew that, there's a whole emotional spectrum? This one's the robot lady, right? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit later. Not at the school, though. Teachers might get offended. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That hurt my throat. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm extremely good. Oh, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, I'll see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, my eyes, my brand. I specialize, my brand. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now. I was trying to sing that, but that wasn't going to work. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. And then all of a sudden you have to fight Senator Armstrong as Raiden. And then get beat up. And he starts screaming about nanomachines and making a giant omelet. You know, usual things. So, continue. So, what do you think? Oh, it's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of the poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well... well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. I've seen the Dark Lord Satan, and he has shown me the way. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous talking about the deep stuff like that. It's kind of coming on strongly. Yeah, the Dark Lord summoned me. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Because nobody asked. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Because apparently, she lives in the 1800s and is writing with a quill pen. So, just move your hand and go with the flow. Yeah, she's a demon from the 1800s or perhaps earlier. Come back to, like, work the Dark Lord's magic and take everyone to the eternal damnation or something. She's specifically why we all need Jesus. That's my advice for the day. Yep, she is. Thanks for listening. Not like you had any choice. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I have survived this ordeal, but my injuries have made me scarred and deformed. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Yeah, a writing club's not going to judge you, Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Now I just gotta fight the Dark Lord Satan, Monica, and Cthulhu, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll save humanity. Across the Exactly. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I almost said chanting. Can we go back and read that one? I guess not. Alright. Well, yeah. They're happily chanting in the background. Oh, no, I apologize for My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read them in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. They become horrified at the degeneracy they're witnessing, and they gather nothing but contempt for one another. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly, as she always does. She has no other emotions, for she is also a robot lady demon person. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Begone! I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Just like I'm going to give up on this conversation. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. There were just so many profanities. Man, why was every other word a curse word? This is a literature club for a school. There's no need for that kind of language. I was just trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Yeah, what are you? Some kind of degenerate? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. First of all, you can throw your poem in the trash. You, overcomplicated things and put way too much emphasis on imaginary symbolism. You should just write something that's accessible for the common person. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Krin did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Oh, she's gonna say the gamer word. No, don't say it. and Krin liked my poem too. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Aw, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Fight! 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 Yes, you must all be sacrificed to the Dark Lord. Maybe you're just jealous that Krin appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Yeah, absolutely, they both are. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? No, absolutely not. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's booed. Okay, we're skipping that. No. Everybody can read on their own time. I'm gonna linger. Children that can read slowly. No children in this thread. But no, we're not reading that. Not getting a community guideline strike. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... I can't do two voices at once. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Krin. She's just trying to make me look bad. Well, your poem's bad, and you should feel bad, okay? That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of even making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Crin. Come on, be a guy. Come on, be cool. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Crin? Well, I don't understand nothing. How'd I get dragged into this in the first place? Because you wanted cupcakes and you were down bad. That's why. It's not like I knew anything about writing. Literally nothing. But whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. They will probably think more highly of me. So who's that gonna be? Natsuki, Yuri, or Sayori? Alright, we'll call a lifeline. We'll drag Sayori into this mess. She dragged us here, we're gonna drag her down with us. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Oh, Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. Alright, teacher, can you put her in the corner to make the other one feel bad? How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Well, first of all, they're not friends. They literally all just met the day before. The only ones that have really known each other are, what's her name, Sayori? And, and the main character. So everybody else is basically a stranger. Crin. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends! Apes together, strong! I just want everyone to get along and be happy! My friends are wonderful people! All two of them that I have inside my head! And I love them because of their differences! Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give me feelings with just a few words. And I don't know feelings. I am another robot person too. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because I need to. That was too much of a voice change. Because. Well. Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Chris Hansen would have some concerns. Okay. And we're skipping that line too. We are not reading that! Alright, I'm gonna get a drink while everybody else reads that. Skipping that line too. Just taking a break right now. No community guideline strikes here, Susan. None at all. Susan is Susan Wojcicki. She's the CEO of YouTube. She's the one that implemented a lot of the severe restrictions on content on YouTube, and the reason why a lot of people are more concerned about getting community guideline strikes than they were in the past, because you only get 3 of them throughout the entire history of your channel. I don't think they ever expire, and so you get one single one, it just stays forever. But when you get 3, your channel gets deleted no matter what. No take backsies on that. Alright, that's just a blank line. Blank line. Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly, assuming that she accomplished something today. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off, as one does. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Just staring at the wall. Ugh. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. Yep, the other two, they cyberbully each other every day. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. Mostly because I'm an eldritch god that got reincarnated as an anime girl, and in order to fulfill my goal of becoming an eldritch god again, I have to eliminate the entire human population. Just saying. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. No, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Oh, you can say that. She might be an airhead, but she's so weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Perhaps she is also an eldritch god. Perhaps we're all going to die. Hooray! I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes 2 of us. Why would you say that? What kind of weirdo says something like that? You can count on me! Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. It's not out of nervousness. The main character simply realizes that this being will destroy humanity if we don't make them happy. But then, at the same time, the only way to make them truly happy is for humanity to die. It's kind of a catch-22 scenario. So, we're just kind of going with it at this point. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. No, absolutely not. Stay away. No. Alright, I think this is the... Oh, we still got more? Okay, I'm taking a break after this day or whatever ends, because it's been like 2 hours. Okay, everyone! It's just about time for us to leave! How did you all feel about sharing poems? Well, I felt it was awful. It brought unnecessary conflict into the group, and also exposed at least 2 of you as eldritch beings. A little bit concerned about that, by the way. It was a lot of fun! Well, I would say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Friend, how about you? Oh, yeah, I'd say the same. I will give every non-committal answer I can. It was pretty neat to talk with everyone. I literally have no friends in this school, huh? I'm a loser. A loser. Cry, baby, gonna cry. Baby, need a bauble. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Everybody has to write poems again. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. Absolutely not. So your poems will turn out even better. Oh, you're assuming I paid attention through all this instead of trying to maintain the funny voices for all the characters and failing horribly. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Cringe! Ready to walk home? No, stay away. No. Go home by yourself. I'm gonna be back here like 100 feet away as per the restraining order. Yeah. Chris Hansen will stop in. Hey, have a seat, everyone. Everyone here needs to have a seat. Each of you in your own corner. No talking. Oh, sure. Let's go. Ow. That hurt my throat. Sayori beams at me. She beams at me with Hyper Beam, for she is the Eldritch God. It has truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Mostly because she's a weirdo who needs Jesus, Allah, Yahweh, the Roman Pantheon, the Greek Pantheon, Buddha, the Shinto gods, all of them, just everything. It's the only salvation for humanity. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, I think... Oh, we got more. Great. Sayori! About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yori and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? Oh, no. Yes, all the time, actually. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Yeah, I do. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Trend, it's nice I got to spend some time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. A sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Yes, this is a Christian stream. That is exactly where it is stopping, okay? Well, we'll have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder, because that's a normal thing that people do, like she's a child or something. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. I'm assuming that was internal dialogue because it wasn't in quotes. If that was her saying it, they really screwed up on that. What? 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 Okay. Let's do this. Alright, I am taking a break. Yes, my throat hurts and whatnot. We'll be back in roughly 5 minutes or so. Alright, and we are back. We're doing more Doki Doki Literature Club. My throat hurts, so we're probably really only going to do one more, day that this is being tracked by. And then probably tomorrow we'll just play more Red Faction. Because I'm not going to be able to do 2 days of this kind of imitation low rent voice acting. Alright, she jumped on that. Alright, they all liked Infinite. Guess we'll go do Infinite. Okay. She liked Playground. Alright, none of them really... Okay, she liked Milk. We'll do Milk! Milk. I don't know. Okay, she liked Philosophy. I don't know. Let's try to get one of the other ones. She likes Misery. We'll do Pain. She'll probably be like, yeah, Pain! She likes Together. We'll just do Together. I don't care. These are dumb. Dude, do these have any relevance to anything at all? Okay, she liked Hope. They're like not reacting at all to these. She liked Defeat. Do Defeat. Alright. She liked Frightening. Alright, she liked Childhood, she liked Determination, we'll do Determination. She liked Unstable, that's not good. Alright, they all liked anime. Everybody likes anime, apparently. Go with that. A lot of them liked Misfortune, that's unfortunate. Empty. I got Empty and we got Misfortune. So, we'll see. She liked Empty. We'll do Misfortune. The dark-haired one doesn't like anything. She kind of liked Aura. We'll do that one. Trying to keep it even, but it's not really going so well. So she sort of liked, was it Special? Oh, she doesn't really jump on that. Is it Skirt? No. Special? No. Oh, maybe it was. There it is. Alright, the other one jumped. Okay, whatever, I don't care. We're obviously not gonna... We're gonna end up accidentally having a favorite. But I'm trying to keep it even. So then the dialogue options will change. So they all like chocolate, I guess. Cute. So she feels hopeless. Yeah, the dark-haired one really likes the depressing ones. She kind of liked music. Nope, the other one did. I don't know. Am I just misinterpreting this? So I assume that when they jump, they like it. Doesn't seem like that's it. Alright. I mean, who doesn't like email, right? Literally, she doesn't like any of them. Alright. What was it? Cage? Sparkle? Is it Sparkle? We'll do Sparkle. Whatever. She like Peaceful. Okay, whatever. I'm doing the wrong one or something. Okay, she like Jumpy? No, the other one did, I guess. Maybe it's lagging behind. Alright. Oh, she like Strawberry? I think she like Vivid. Okay. There we go, Strawberry. Oh, the other one jumped, of course. We'll just do that. I really don't care. We'll do Contamination. Of course, she liked that one. We'll do the depressing ones. There, that evened that out a little bit. now to break my throat again and be like, why can't I talk? Alright, we gotta prepare for this. You gotta stretch. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. Oops, it's not in. There we go, we'll do that. I've gotten a little more comfortable here the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Creed! Yo, Sayori, what's up? Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. In the club. I'll see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway, 'cause you're a simpleton. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Well, are you gonna make eggs and cupcakes? Will you come with me to buy a snack? Absolutely not. That leads to degeneracy. No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. My reason is I'm poor and I can't afford it. Why don't we take a look in your purse, Sayori? Because this is what normal people ask one another. Why that? All of a sudden. Because I think you're poorer than I am. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. See if I can borrow 50 bucks. I want to go down to the racetracks. See if I can get me a winner. What? Yep, exactly. We're going to do a magic trick. I'm going to show you some cards. If you guess right, I take all your money. If you guess wrong, I take all your money. How about that? Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out onto the desk. You know, like normal people would. Not just show it, but like just dump everything onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Because you're poor. You suffer from the poverty. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. Seriously, I can see through you. You need to eat more. You're getting like anorexic. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. You asked me to go with you to a place where we would spend money. I would have to assume that you don't have money. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and you want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. Just one more thing, Billy Mays here with OxyClean. You're always hungry. And so that leaves only one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ha ha, ha ha ha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Ooh? I didn't notice that she was listening in, because she's the creepy quiet one. Her face is in the book, as always. Ha ha! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. They talked about the forthcoming apocalypse, and I finally felt a spark of joy for the first time in my life. Yuri! Tell Karen to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. In other words, get a job. There's the curves! And frankly, after pulling a little mischievous little stunt like that, that little sneaky that you tried, your suffering is fair enough retribution. For we must all suffer for the sins of humanity. Oh. Did I just give away the plot? Oh no. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. You're a weirdo. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It really doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Seize the means of production, comrade. The glorious revolution has begun. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Exactly! They're all eldritch gods trying to take over humanity. Called it. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. For she is a being beyond human comprehension. She can peer into our feeble minds and control us with the most simple of gestures. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Oh, that's the whole plot she got going on here. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. She got a book yeeted into her face. Yeet! Ow. What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. It was appropriated from the vending machine. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? I got my coupons and my remuneration. Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Yeah, you just yeet a giant cookie at her. Like, shut up! I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie, because this is what normal human beings would do. Oh, jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears into the wrapper and takes a giant bite. Chocolate. Exactly. That was down the cookie. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth, realizing she's acting like a degenerate. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, so yours is really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Oh, jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Chocolate! Chocolate! I remember when they invented chocolate so long ago. I hate it! Yeah. I always hated it! Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. It sparks joy in my life. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Did she literally just eat the other girl's cookie? Sayori suddenly yep, she did. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. I must away! Yuri and I laugh as well. Ha ha ha! We are laughing! Ha ha ha! Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. She probably just returned to the Dark Lord to receive her next set of orders. She'll be back tomorrow. Of course she's okay. She probably just had to do something today. She's pretty popular after all, and cool and awesome and all that. You don't think she has a... Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. If that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings wide open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Yeah, literally nobody asked. Not a single person. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. The imaginary boyfriend they all came up with 30 seconds ago. You're so strong-willed, so brave. So brave. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? I'm dying alone, for I'm an eldritch beast that doesn't comprehend humanity. Monica quizzically glances at me. Nope, I want nothing, no part of this. Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyway? What in tarnation? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. You know, studying. Just, you know, chatting with our Dark Lord Cthulhu and Beelzebub and trying to plot the overthrow of humanity to bring in the glorious revolution of the demonic forces. You know, just Friday stuff. That makes no sense, though. You would have had heard the bell ring, at least. Exactly. She's up to something. She was talking to Cthulhu. Called it. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing the piano. Piano? What's a piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Well, you see, when you've been alive for thousands of years, you develop infinite numbers of talents, just out of sheer boredom. I don't really. It's kind of just like dark magic that I use, so I can play the piano really goodly. You know, piano in it, as one does. Kind of just started recently, you know, 1,000 years ago, kind of recent, that's all. I've always wanted to learn the piano. Oh, that's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! Oh, that sounds cool. Again, nobody asked. I'd also like to look forward to it. Oh, is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Kreen. Monica smiles sweetly. You know, the kind of smile you get when you're a demon plotting to get your apparition going to possess somebody, you know? The sort of sinister smile that you have when you're ready to possess somebody. Oh, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, contradicting all of my prior statements. Isn't that rather suspicious? And I'd really like the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Actually, I don't see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Yeah, we were just kind of reading the Necronomicon to try to find a way to banish you to a shadow realm, so we don't have to worry about humanity, you know, not existing anymore. Oh, not really? What? Yeah, ceasing to exist. And choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. You know, that little sneaky that she pulled on the other girl that I don't remember any of their names. Natsuki, that was her name, yep. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow has finished her entire cookie, as one does when you're actually a cookie monster and not a human being. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into a closet, where she almost always is. This is kind of weird. Are we trying to foretell something? Grand! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. I'm gonna raid the other teacher's supplies. Do you want to come with me to this glorious battle? Want to come with me? Yes, this is now sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. But not really, no. Of course not. Hashtag not an ad. Oh, supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. That's the wrong voice. Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and some markers and some glue sticks, you know. Oh, I see. Actually, I don't see it at all. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Kryn to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Like, you might get some crayons and some paper and glitter or whatever else they were looking for. It's literally just an empty classroom. What's fun to explore? Okay. It was just a suggestion, not like actual, like what we were gonna do. Like, you need to calm down, lady. See if you can find the poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, Crin? Nope, not at all. I want no part of this whatsoever. I want to read my book, and I want to go home at the end of the day so we don't trigger some of those apocalypse. Yeah, we don't want anything bad to happen. We just want to read our book. If we get through the day, we will have one more day where there's no apocalypse. Yep, let's go. Let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room because, you know, they just let you free roam the school after hours. Whatever. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway because, you know, that's what supposed adults do. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Did the Zoomers even understand what a mall is? These poor Zoomers, they're like, what's a mall? I just know, like, the Walmart and the Home Depot and the dollar store. That's it. That's all we have anymore, it seems. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hi, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? Are we gonna draw us one of those salt circles so we can bind the demons and send them back to hell? Because that sounds pretty fun and quite relevant to this made-up story I came up with. I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Mostly because I'm still not sure how you read. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Oh, is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage. Yeah, they're gonna find out your secret. You can't read. I can't read. You just get up on stage. You have your poem ready to go, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I can't read." Everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. I'm gonna read my poem about the impending apocalypse. Oh, that sounds less than ideal. Kinda dull. Grand! You're not thinking about it the right way at all. Apparently she read my mind because that wasn't in text. So, I don't know. Maybe they screwed up when they were writing this line. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. We're in theater now. Like you say, the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, there is gamer girl bathwater. No, absolutely not. No more comments like that. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. Okay. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Look at my field of... We can't say that word. Look at my field of what I care about. Lo, it is barren. Like that. Oh, Sayori, I didn't sign up for theater club. Why we gotta perform all of a sudden? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Using all these fancy highfalutin terms like literature and reading. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. Oh, I know. Actually, I don't know. I literally just found out about this 2 minutes ago. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. And apparently that's all we care about at the school. We don't treat her like a person. She's just a creature to put on a pedestal to perform for us. Ha ha ha, don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. If you think that, I suppose. Perchance. Ah! I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, Cran, this classroom over here is empty. I thought they all were empty because we're all after school. But evidently, class is still going on or something. Which means these two should probably be in class or study hall. Let's begin the mission! Oh yeah, what are we gonna do? Crawl under barbed wire, cut the landmine's trip cord, defuse the nuclear bomb, and then retrieve the confidential papers exposing the government conspiracy. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. You have literally spent every single day with her for the past, like, week or whatever. Sir, you need to calm down. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. Okay. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. That's not foreshadowing at all. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. Well, we know nostalgic around here. We're all about the retro lifestyle. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more, becoming a neat, as one does. So, going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Scene. The two of us enter the classroom. It's literally the same classroom, just from a different perspective. Good job. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Why is she obsessed with closets? Let's see, what do we have in here? Crayons! Sayori pulls a box of crayons from the shelf. They're the best brand too. Let me guess, Rose Art? No? Crayola? Nah, it's gotta be Rose Art. They're kinda dirty though. Man, if only you could clean them. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Let me guess, it's gonna be pink. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Like, how are they gonna account for the stuff they're taking? Like, don't you have to, like, notify somebody so they can refill the shelves? I dropped one by accident. And then did somebody just hit her? Let me guess. The character just backhands her, like, you need to stop. You need to cut this out. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into a shelf. Okay. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you okay? My forehead! I got the brain damage! Brain damage! So now she's on an intellectual peerage with the main character. We're doing great. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori! You're bleeding all over the place! You need to cut that out! That's just like you, isn't it? Yeah, it's just rude. Stop getting your blood all over the place! I'm sitting here, I'm trying to get me a poster, and you're all like bleeding to death. Come on here, it's not always about you. Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. That's not an appropriate sentence. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. This is not appropriate at all. YouTube, I apologize. Be with Storm Pigment. Yeah, it's gonna be on for several slides, so I guess we just gotta deal with it. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. That's not a bump, that's the horns from her summoning to become an eldritch being. She's turning into a bicorn, yep. She must become one of her demon forms in order to heal from this. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Friend, where would I even find ice around this time? Oh, I guess a cold drink would do. Sir, you need to think that one through. Sir, this is a Christian stream. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. We've established she's turning into a bicorn. So, no, bicorn. She's gonna grow a second horn. And then she'll turn into a demon. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. She's trying to deflect from the fact that she's transforming. So all she keeps you off guard, you won't figure it out, because you're a very simple man. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out the hallway, letting her bleed all over the place. I locate the nearest vending machine because the school doesn't have any water fountains at all, apparently. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box. Blood is all over the floor. She's progressing as she transforms into the bicorn. And off in the distance, you can hear a witcher trying to run in to murder her and prevent the demonic infestation. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Oh, Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. For whatever reason, she got a quart of apple juice out of a vending machine, when in reality it would give you a 4-ounce box? And they're just like, why did I even bother buying this? It's nice and cold. Sarah opens the cap and starts drinking from it. She's thirsty. Sayori, what are you doing? How dare you use the drink that I purchased for you as an actual drink? It's for your forehead, you idiot! Sorry, I forgot. It must be all that drain damage I got. How hard did you hit your head? Well, given the sheer volume of blood that would surely be on the floor in this scenario, if she doesn't progress to the bicorn state soon, then she'll probably die. Rip. Sarah places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings! Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, friend. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Nope, no, we don't need Chris Hansen showing up. Nope, absolutely not. Oh, what do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You're kind of oblivious in some ways. He's a very simple countryman was. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things he did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying real hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying, mostly because you didn't want to get in trouble for the fact that you made somebody else cry. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if somebody found out. It's exactly like that. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know? Well, okay, you tell it to the main character's dad. He'll be like, no. You're getting the belt, son. Aww. Did I really do that? It sounds out of character. I feel like I would have just abandoned you to bleed to death like I'm going to do now. Bye! You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a little bit. As I fight through the brain fog and the countrified living brain. I guess I was always focused on my games. I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Friend, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. You're supposed to be the Christian girl that doesn't do anything inappropriate. Why you gotta be acting like that? We sent you to Jesus camp. Ma'am, do you need to go back? We thought we saved you. I don't really do this thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Yeah, she's like a prize hog. We gotta take care of her. Really? Maybe you're right. Friend, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Well, I'm glad that we've established that absolutely nothing has changed. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Absolutely not. You gotta grow up sometime. Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. It wouldn't be fair to me for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. That's kind of an insult, sir. You know, growth is part of life. Oh, I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. She's probably going to go out into the hallway and dance again like she did before. Why? We don't know. We all remain silent for a moment as we remember the tragic victims in this headbanging incident. First of all, the apple juice is the real MVP. It's the GOAT. Let's all clap for the apple juice. Next up is the crayons. The crayons, you know, they were there. They really brought the story together. They colored our little meager lives for just a brief second. The closet, it was there, and it was a plot element. Just moment of peace is all. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I mean, I guess you should probably look for the supplies you came for, instead of just saying, oh, well, I got one whole box of crayons. Let me just carry that back. And, oh, look, I got a giant bump on my forehead. Totally not turning into a demon or anything. You know, just ignore that. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Oh, good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. She'll know the summoning has begun, and the end is nigh. Nope, not. We have maybe 2 days left. We need to get Lincoln here. He's got to get the Majora's Mask, or the Deity Mask, and just Fierce Deity Mask. Just fight everything and save humanity. Not if I hide it under my bangs. There. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. I'm an expert at drain damage. I would know. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. We'll carry our 1 box of crayons back. Alright, I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Sit at the VIP table. Ah, you're back! Good timing! I was just about to start sharing our poems. Hey, Sayori, your forehead! Oh, she's fine. Don't worry about it. She's just going through the summoning is all. I was playing with the crayons and I messed my forehead up. Smacked it right into a shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything that we needed? I have it right. Yeah. Yeah, you literally brought back 1 box of crayons. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Yeah, it's all that drain damage you got. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Okay, so it's in your hands. How much brain damage does she have that she wouldn't have seen that? I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, friend, as is usual. We have to kick out this Sayori. She's really lazy. Oh well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. There's an easy excuse. She's a loser! Loser! I made it an adventure! We literally just went down the hall and I cracked my head open, that's all. Oh, yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Oh, I guess I should grab mine. Let me just go out to my house real quick. I'll be back tomorrow. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Why do I call it crayon? Because it's funny. Crayon is what Mr. Rogers used to call crayons. That's where I got that from. Who should I show my poem to first? We're going down in order, as we always do. Alright, we got Sayori. Friend, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Yeah, my word, my spaghetti nonsense on the paper, that's a poem. Oh, I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. So canonically, these are all happening day after day. We're only on like the 3rd day then. So, and we're like halfway through the game. Does this whole thing take place in a week? I guess. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. She's kinda rude like that. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. We sent you to Jesus camp for a reason. You're supposed to be one with the Spirit. I'm gonna have to send you back. I just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? Oh, I'm a neat. I just play video all day and watch anime. But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like getting a box of crayons. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. You almost killed us. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. Okay. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why they have the quotes there. It should be like asterisks or something. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? You don't know I'm speaking from the heart. All the cholesterol. You gotta fight through the cholesterol that's in there. I pat Sayori's head because apparently she's a cat now. Meow. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. For legal reasons, she's 18. The developer went out of their way to point that out at the beginning. I will remind you of that. It's weird. Are you sure about that? Maybe? Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Maybe she'll do it behind her hands too. She's got the demon blood in her. She's transforming into a bicorn. Maybe before she grows hooves, her joints will become hyper flexible. Hey, Krind. Will you give me your poem? Absolutely not. I kind of want to keep it. Nope, it's mine. Huh? Why? Because I want to sell it on eBay and make fat stacks of cash off this mediocre poetry. Well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Oh, hold up. I didn't say I wrote it for you. Just that you were inspiring. Because you're a weirdo that I hang out with all the time and basically the only friend. Okay? Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sorry. Are you even listening to me anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. No, can't say that. Christian stream. No, keep the degeneracy away. Really? Snap. Let me guess, she got hit with a book again. Ah! I broke my pencil. Okay. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. No. Just stop it. So sorry! It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. That way you don't crack your head open again and summon another demon. Complete the summoning ritual, that is. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking, hands quaking. Mom's spaghetti. I'm a little clumsy today. Yeah. I don't remember what it is. I just know Mom's spaghetti's part of it. Yep. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be them laughing, but it's just funnier to do it like that. Like, yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. She's lost that much blood, she can't support herself anymore. She really should go to the hospital, or at least get exercise so that the demon comes out of her. Anyway, yep, exactly. Put her on a treadmill and then have a priest chant at her to get the demon out. Anyway, still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Oh, jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles and hope I don't crack my head open again. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Every bottle, it's a starlight to make amends. I can't find my mouse, so we can't scroll down. There we go. Alright. I went too far. I'm gonna scroll up. This is a really long poem. Gotta keep going. Gotta scroll back up. Alright, where were we at? My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Ma'am, are you trying to say you have a drinking problem? You might need to get help for that. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping, completely and totally forgetting this is a Christian channel. This is turning into some degenerate poem. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, each and every day. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, crying, bleeding, dying. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. And that's it. It's just she's empty-headed is apparently the conclusion to it. Holy crap! What in tarnation? Sayori, did you really write this? This seems really close to a poem I read in the library for English class. I think you borrowed it. Did you just plunder this poem? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Because it's the best day ever. Best day ever. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I've been listening to that 80s pop music, getting Alex Jones, yeah. We're just getting weird with it, apparently. Oh, I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. 'Cause it is. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. You know, how dare she have complex emotions? She just be like some person on a pedestal. Only one emotion at a time. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Oh, you've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing till I die next week. Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. You know, don't end hero. Nobody needs that. We don't need this kind of foreshadowing. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Oh, it absolutely is. It is. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Go next in line to Natsuki. Well, it's not really worse than your last one. Why, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. We gotta secure that W. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. I mean, that's the politically nice way of saying it. Hey, what makes you? Wait, was that a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Well, that's Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Oh, you think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. Nope. Riding different waves on different oceans. Completely different. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? I'm starting to wonder if maybe this, the writer for this wasn't American. Here in America, Gabriel Iglesias, I think his name was. He was a comic. He used fluffy all the time as a term for overweight, but in more of a thick kind of overweight. It was popular up until probably about the time this game released. So, is she secretly calling the other one fat? Probably. She seems like she would do that. It's like dragging around a dead weight. Yeah, she's calling her fat. That was a little unnecessary. I like them thick. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. Well, I mean, yeah, you're technically the one paying for all the food she's buying, so... yeah. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. It's a total work of genius. Just clap now. Don't even bother reading it. Just save your time. Here you go. If you look at it if you have to. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad, and Amy... oops, I lost my track. There we go. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Let's just scroll down so I'm not reading in the middle of a sentence. There we go. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. Sometimes she probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's like why I'm not friends with her totally. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. And the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Alright. That's a deep poem about hating someone for the most stupid thing. Definitely a high school cheater poem. 5 out of 5. Not bad, right? Oops. Check this real quick. Checking the old cellular telephone device. There we go. Alright, anyway, back to this. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. That's the wrong voice. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Oh, no, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this here poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with a much simpler analogy. And it really helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Oh, do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Sometimes something that you're afraid of, if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I don't want people to make people think. I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that! I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Alright. Next we'll do Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Krind. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so I don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain into turning a bunch of gears, especially since you're really fucking dumb. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. Oh, I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem that you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raken. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raken outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Oh, I can scroll with the up and down arrows. Cool. I gave the raken a piece of my bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raken is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raken, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Oh, that got a little creepy real fast. Let's scroll down a little bit there. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raken friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raken becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Yep, that's fun. Okay, the raken has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raken becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raken shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian training. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Oh, I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem's about. It's about her homicidal tendencies, obviously. Clearly. That's right. I wonder if the game's reacting to me. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like murder. It's one of those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, because I'm a psychopath. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them, but I have to use code so the police don't catch on. Oh, that's funny. Huh? Didn't that Suki write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it don't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting nobody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Ha 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 ha! Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself, and then I would succumb to the darkness. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I think that's the end of hers. Alright, last one is Monica. Then we are going to end after this. My throat hurts and back hurts and I'm tired. Hi again, friend! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ha ha ha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Oh, sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. She reads it. Alright! It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Fighting crime, hopefully not fighting demons. Not that anyone would be concerned about that or anything. Ha ha ha, that's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Sitting at the VIP table together. Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. Oh, I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing! I know it takes a little bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Well, see, it's the fact that we've uncovered that you're an eldritch demon. So, no, I don't want to hang out with you. Because I don't want to be part of the summoning and end up ushering in the downfall of humanity. Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. I mean, canonically, it's only been 3 days. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Oh, no, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you did too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That's one of those fourth wall break things. So there's something you have to do on the quote PC in this game to address that. Oh, it's even more abstract than your last one, huh? No, it's pretty clear she's turning into her demon self and getting possessed by the thoughts of darkness. That's all. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Oh, no, I never said that. Just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise, you know, so they don't succumb to the darkness. That darkness that's surely inside all of us, and not just me because I'm a demon, right? Oh, I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision, like, should I slay the demon that's right in front of me? Pro tip, probably. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. That's an ominous clue. We're just gonna save. Alright. That's a very, very ominous clue. You never know when he might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I feel like we broke the fourth wall here. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bye, caller. Alright. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if we can all come sit at the front of the room, I'm going to draw a circle, we're going to start chanting, and we're going to bring forth the dark ones. Is this about the festival? Nope, we are summoning the Eldritch Gods. Well, sort of. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Oh, trust me, I got us a demon summon. That's gonna be amazing. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Oh, if only you had, like, a week to prepare. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. First, we're going to need some salt. Next, we're going to need some dark candles. Then we'll need some red candles. Then we're going to need some incense. Then we'll need the Necronomicon. And then we all got to meet up in the school square at exactly 6 p.m. and 66 seconds. And then we can chant and bring forth the dark ones and bring up the glorious revolution. I mean, Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't that tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event? Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Theater time, even though we're a literature club. Performing? Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance! Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. I am personally choosing my favorite summoning spell from the Necronomicon! But the cool part is, we're gonna let everyone else come up and recite poems too! Let's summon the Lady in Glass. Yeah. Sayori's putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. It looks like terrible. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Oh, well, no. It's not a bad idea. It's a terrible idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. It was my last day of work. I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. Performance is bad. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, we're all women here except for the one weird guy that is inexplicably in our group that we invited so we can use him as our sacrifice. So we may complete the summoning. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a few days ago. It's a lot for us to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people, but we're gonna make them do it anyway. I guess I kind of overlooked that, though. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club, and ultimately, the fate of humanity. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, the Dark Lords will be pleased, and they will come to greet us and save us from the impending doom. Then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. This is a Christian stream. Why are you saying that? Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today, hanging around the VIP table, getting bottle service. Don't you want to share that with others? Absolutely not. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I mean, hunger was the reason I came here, and the other one as well. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, summoning spell, poem. I should have read that. That would have been fun. Let's retake that. That'd be funny if I said summoning spell. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a summoning spell, poem, then I know you can all do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent, as was implied by the dotted lines that were previously on their speech bubbles. Sayori looks worried because she knows she's going to have to actually work for once and focus on something for the first time in her life. I guess that leaves me no choice. I'm going to have to do all the work and get absolutely none of the credit. Oh, I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Having me do literally everything because the other one's going to be a space cadet about it, and the other two just don't want to do it at all. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Look, they got all of one. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. She got canceled. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. With the fact that if I don't participate, I'll just be part of the legions of humanity that are slaughtered in the demonic rebellion. Ha ha! That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me, because that's not foreshadowing at all. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. Just stay away from rope, that's all. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Alright, I'm going to save again. Yes. I don't want to redo all that speech tomorrow. Well, I'm not doing it tomorrow. We'll probably pick this up next week, actually. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other until we have it memorized like you normally would anyway. No way! Monica, I really don't want to do it. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? By getting really, 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 really drunk. That's how. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. As she reads it, it looks oddly like Eldritch text and not actual, human language. She then stands behind the poem, cloaked, wearing an object of power and a summoning stone in her hand. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Again, it's almost like she's a 1,000-year-old demon who has millennia of experience and just is waiting for the summoning to begin. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she's simply a natural? Both a natural. It's part of her inherent demonic abilities, and she's done it before, as she has repeatedly called civilization in various plagues and warfare and everything else. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Please clap. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called? Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reciting the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens with Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Look at me rapping now. I don't remember how that song goes. I gotta start listening to that again. She snaps back to reality and glances all around her, as if bewildered by even her own self. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins afterward, after I say, please clap. And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her. It's just that we're lazy and don't feel like supporting our friends that we've mysteriously made in 2 days. But we're caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing! Looks like Yuri is down for the count. She passed out. Okay! Guess I'm next then. My throat hurts. I think we will probably just stop at this point because we have, what, 2 more than myself. So, yeah, we're gonna stop here. I'm, like, dying. Here, we'll, overwrite that, why not? Alright, so that's gonna do it for today. And this literally just takes you back to this, and then you have to exit out a second time. Ha ha ha, I've done it. I'm free. Alright, as I was saying before, we're not going to play it again tomorrow because my throat hurts a lot. I can kind of barely talk without any kind of pain. So, not even sure if we're going to play anything tomorrow. We may take the day off, and then we're going to do Doki Doki Literature Club next week when my throat heals. Because I don't have the vocal range to really be doing these kind of high-pitched voices for, what are we, at 4 hours almost. So, that's going to do it for today. I'll certainly play Doki Doki Literature Club next week, and we may play Red Faction tomorrow, depending on if I'm able to actually use my words tomorrow, or if I'm just completely hoarse and unable to speak at all. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. We got like probably a dozen people here. Cool. Nice. This seems to have gone pretty well. Evidently, even though it hurts like hell, people seem to love the voice acting. So we'll try to work on that, do a little bit better, and then in time get to the point where I'm not killing my throat, just trying to do a simple voice for a few hours. Alright, but we're going to let the outro music play out as we always do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for following Khanijaon134TTV. Thank you very much. Yeah, we redid the Patreon tiers the other day. It kind of fits the theme better. We'll see how it works out. We'll probably change it later. We'll see what happens. But yeah, if you want to join, patreon.com/crin42 or subscribe.com/crin42. $5 a month gets you on the Future Funk tier and get added to the end of credits scene here. It's up to you though, totally optional, no requirements at all.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!